Well, looks like we've made some mistakes. It wasn't us. I swear, it wasn't us. Alright guys, let's get to work. Bitter batter.
Klutch simulations.
Alright guys, I brought Mike's truck over here to, well, to fill it with some manure. Because we were doing some work over on our orchards over there. I just needed a little bit of manure, so I thought I could just throw it in the bed. Unfortunately, you quickly forget that you've got an 8,000 liter bucket on the front of the John Deere here. And I kind of missed. I kind of missed, and, well, Mike's truck I don't think is going to be quite the same. It's a little gross. I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit on the gross side. So, let's get this thing out of here. You know what, I'm just going to move some of this manure out of the way quickly. Just so that it's not in the way anymore, at least. Let's dump this all out. Why is this full? It shouldn't be full. We'll dump all this out and just move the manure off the side so I can get this truck out of here. We're going to go wash this up now. I don't think Mike's going to be very happy with me. This is a good truck. But I've been kind of threatening to buy it from him. Well, or upgrade him, essentially. So, I think we're going to take care of that. But let's just get this out of the way. Come on. Oh, look at that. Perfect. That's great. Alright, I'm going to pick up most of that stuff with one bucket full. So, yeah, I tried to dump this whole bucket into the back of the truck, and I might have missed. I might have missed by... I mean, it wasn't me. You have to hear me say that. Someone might have missed. I mean, we've got a lot of people working on the farm now, and I don't know how that happened, but you know what? We'll do some driver training, and we'll fix this problem that's happening here. It wasn't me, though. Let's see if I grab a little more. Good enough. Good, we can get that truck out of there. That Chev will get out of there, no problem. Alright, let's just leave this right here for the time being. We'll put... Oh, stop. Put the bucket down. Good enough. Up on the manure pile. Nice. Yeah, that wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, look how dirty this truck is. Start it up. Alright, it still runs alright at least. This thing's a mess. Oh, this truck's a mess. Let's just go take a quick look and see... Oh. If we can clean it up a little bit and get away with just giving this back to him, I don't know. Oh, it's not in good shape, guys. This is not good. All right, so let's see if we can give this thing a quick scrub before. Well, I don't know if we can salvage this. It's in such rough shape. Actually, you know what? Let's go around this way, and we'll face this way here of our wash bay. This wash bay has been getting a ton of use. Oh, stop! There we go. Perfect. I've been trying to be proactive on the farm, taking care of all our equipment. This is going to be a bit of a stretch. Let's see how clean this thing gets. Oh, too funny. Alright, we'll just give this a quick scrub down. See if we can get all this dirt and mud off this thing and manure. It's just a little bit of manure, guys. It's not that bad, is it? It doesn't look like it's that bad. Well, could be worse. Could be better, I suppose. Oh, it looks like we kind of dinged this thing up a little bit. I don't remember this being this ding before, guys. This is looking like it's in a little bit of rough shape. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't think we can keep this. I think we've scratched the heck out of the paint. It was in pretty good shape when we first started driving this around, I remember. Not so much anymore. Oh, Mike, I'm sorry. You know what? I think I'm just gonna keep it. We've got lots of money. We bought something else today that we'll talk about later on. But you know what? I think I'm gonna keep this truck, and we're just gonna go buy Mike a new one. Does that sound okay? I don't think we can give this back to him. I feel bad about it, and I kind of want this truck, so we're gonna keep this one. And I think, oh man, this truck isn't bad though. Like it's oh, what's going on with the ground there? It's a nice looking truck. It's just a good farm truck. And he needs something... Well, you know what? He's managing that whole lumber area for us. That pallet building and the sawmill. We need someone a little more professional there. So I think I need to get him a new truck that he can kind of cruise around in anyways. And we'll just use this as our farm truck. You know what? I think that's a good idea. Let's head to town and see what we can find. Alright, so we've got our 06 Chev here still. Whoa. I wouldn't mind getting something similar to this for him, but you know what? He needs like a full ton, I think. I think he's going to need a 1-ton truck, just because. Now, our truck is fantastic. I really do like this. I think this is an 06 Chev off the top of my head. I've been liking this truck a lot. But we need something a little bit more powerful for the farm. Just something a little more horsepower, a little more suspension. This one here, it's not bad. We've kind of heavily modified this, as you can see. This thing's got some sweet, sweet wheels on it. A little bit of a lift kit on it as well. Decent size engine, but I wouldn't mind something a little bit bigger than this, and maybe a little bit newer. We can find something that's not used. Maybe we can find a new truck for them. So we'll stop by the dealership and see what they got in stock right now for options for us. I think there's got to be something there that that might fit what we're looking for. Alright, dealership's up here right on our left again. Now, I'd like to get him another 1-ton if I can, with duals preferably, just so we kind of keep it, well, replacing what he's got, essentially. I know it's a little bit more money than going with a half-ton, but we'll see. We'll see what we got for options here. Got a few trucks up front here. These all look good. Let's go park this around the side. Go talk to the dealer, see what they got available here. Quite a few options. Let's just pull in right here. This works for me. Man, our truck's so wide I can barely fit in here. I'm double parking. Oh well. Good enough. Let's leave that there. Oh, left the lights on. Don't want to do that. Perfect. Alright, let's go inside. We'll see if we can get some keys. Alright, so we got the keys to, well, these 4 trucks up in front here. He's got a couple Chevs. He's got a Ram, and he's got a Ford out here as well. Now, which one was it? I think these are all new. I think this is last year's Ford, 2018. Up here, I believe, yeah, this is the 2019s. That's right, they're both 2019s. So that's the only one that's it's been driven slightly. I believe it's just been released, brought back to the lot. Now, I don't know. See, this is just a half-ton. I don't think that's going to be quite what we're looking for. I mean, it's a nice-looking truck, but the Silverado's a little bit small. It's got the 4x4 decals in the back there. I just don't think that's going to quite do us. Does it have a hitch in the back on this one? Oh, we got a rear hitch. What about up top? Oh, yeah, it's got a hitch underneath as well. That's not bad. Alright, well, that's an option. That's definitely... I mean, we could work with that for sure. But, I mean, I'd like to go up to at least this. Yeah, the 1-ton. Denali as well. Wow. And what do we got? Do we have any modifications we need to do this? Let's see. Jump in the back. Oh, look at that. It's even got a Gooster, a fifth wheel hitch in the back. Got a rear hitch on the back of that as well. Of course, this is going to be a diesel. Whereas the Silverado, I'm pretty sure this is just a gas engine. So that would be... This is pretty much where I'd like to be. This Denali's looking nice. And it's gray as well, which is always nice. It's not a bad looking truck. Move down to the Ram. I am partial to Rams. I'm not going to lie. I'm definitely partial to Rams. But... man, it does seem like more of a work truck, this one. Oh, it's got a CB radio on that one, too. Look at that. It's not bad. We don't need CBs around our farm, though. Everyone's got cell phones nowadays. Not bad. I think it's got some good rubber on it, though. Compared to our Denali over here. Denali's got... What's with the tailgate back here? Got a black tail... We need to get that fixed. I have to spray paint this whole thing. Huh, interesting. So, did someone steal the tailgate on the Denali? Who would do that? Come on, man. We've got a rear hitch on the back of the Ram, and it's got a gooseneck hitch in the back of the bed as well. Okay, that's not bad. I don't mind that. I do like the rubber it's got on here. It's a little more off-roady, that's for sure. I do love the Ram grills they put on the new ones. The Denalis are okay. It's just the Ram ones. They do look... I find they look better. And then last of all, well, the Ford's nice, but it's used as well. It's not a dually. It's the F250. Now, it does have the Power Stroke in it. Yeah. This does seem like a nice looking truck, mind you. Scroll on the back. We've got no hitch on the back. So we got to add for that. It's extra cost, as well as no gooseneck or fifth wheel hitch in the back of that. So we will have to modify the Ford if we went that way. Man, a lot of options here. I think we could rule out the half-ton. We don't need the half-ton. I'm going to rule out the Ford as well. I don't want the Ford because it's not a dually. It's going to need some modifications. I do like this truck. I wouldn't mind swapping it out as a personal driver, but as a farm truck that we're going to be using it for a lot, I think the Ram or the Chev, the Denali. I think those are our two options. I'd love to go with the Ram, but I think I'm going to stick with the Denali. You know what? Maybe I can negotiate a bit of a discount for this tailgate issue we're having back here. They could probably have it backed up this way so we wouldn't notice it. Maybe we'll get this whole thing spray painted black, and that would be okay. That would be okay. Cool. Alright, well, let's just jump inside, take a quick look, and see how she looks in the interior. Oh, that's nice. Nice looking truck. I like it. A little bit tinted. It's a little bit tinted in here. I kind of prefer the clear glass, personally, but hey, what do you do? Cool. Alright, well, you know what? I think I'm going to buy this one, guys. We'll buy this one for Mike, and it's going to be about 50-some grand, I think it is. See if we can negotiate a bit of a deal on that tailgate, and let's take it back to the farm, and we'll get it suited up. Alright, so I totally forgot to bring the PJ trailer with us. Totally forgot to bring the trailer to load up that truck with. So, when we head back to the farm, go grab it. Let's go load this thing up. You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to load my Chev onto the flat deck, and I'm going to use his to tow it because, well, I can. I want to get the first miles on it. Alright, let's see if we could go... You know what, I'm just going to pull right in here where we came in before. Oh, watch out for the grass. Perfect. Alright, let's dump the ramps off right here. So we can pull this ahead a little bit further. That looks good. And we should be able to... Can I not drop it here? There we go. Let's drop this off. Oh, put that tailgate down. There we go, back up. Let's go pull around the block here. We'll load this truck onto the back of that PJ trailer. And then we'll go get his new Chev and we'll tow it with that. It's not offside, is it? I'm buying him a present. At least I get to drive it first, don't I? Isn't that the rules? Come on. We managed to get a couple $1,000 off for that that tailgate at least, so gotta negotiate that in. Now we're probably gonna give that a paint job, I think, because that's gonna drive him nuts. Let's just leave that right there, back on the middle here, so at least it's somewhat centered on the trailer. Perfect. Alright, that looks good. Should be able to stay right there. Let's go fire up his new Chev. We'll back it in. Oh man, you know what? This is a nice looking truck. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm kind of jealous. Oh, wrong one, wrong one. Let's see if we can get the right truck for once. There we go. Alright. Oh bad, you can hear that turbo. You can definitely hear the turbo on this truck. Alright, see if we can get this thing lined up and we'll hook this up. Perfect. Get that up again. Get that up. Alright, I think we're good to go. I'm pretty happy with this setup, guys. This is great. I could have put another truck on the back here. Maybe I should buy something while I'm here. I want his truck, though. I don't want anything else. Pretty happy with ours, but I wouldn't mind having something a little bit beefier, that's for sure. We'll worry about that another day. Alright, let's get out of here. Put the lights on here. And we'll take this back to the farm, get it back, set it up. You know what? I'm going to pull this into our shop. I might give this a quick paint job, see if we can fix this tailgate issue. I think it needs to be black. I think the whole truck needs to go to a black color. I don't mind that. We'll do that. Anyways, let's get this going, get this back to the shop, and we've got some other things to take care of today, guys. Alright, guys, Mike's truck's put away. We're going to do some work on that over the coming days, then we'll send it to him. I think I'm going to paint it. I don't want it being gray. I want everything to match on that thing, so we'll paint it black. Just down here checking on our compost, and we're checking our fuel tank. We're starting to run a little low on fuel down here on this compost machine. We've been using it quite extensively, and the fact that, well, our strawberries and our apples and, well, our orchards, everything is starting to use compost now. And you know what? This is going to be a serious thing for me to kind of push forward in. Now, that compost machine, obviously it requires manure. That's the big thing. But it needs diesel to run. And there's not an easy way for us to maneuver diesel around on this farm. We don't have anything on here. Now, let me just double check, see how our apples and stuff are doing. Oh, we got a couple people out working in the orchard right now. Let's see here. We're up to 79,000 liters of... Oh, wow, that's not bad of apples. Everything else looks pretty good. If you scooch on over to our strawberries, we should have some peeps in there as well. Yeah, working away in the strawberry orchard, or strawberry greenhouse, I should say. Everything still looks good here as far as our numbers go. We got lots of fertilizer, lots of manure. Our water's looking pretty good. I wonder how many strawberries we got. We'll have to check on that later on. But everything looks good down here. But the problem we're having is I don't have a way of getting diesel to that compost machine. That's easy. So we need to, you know what, we've had to buy or lease a tanker every time. And by the time you get that all done, it's about $7,000 to $10,000. So I spent almost $100,000 on something instead. So we're gonna have to fill this a couple of times a week, I guess. Maybe not quite, a little less. But we've got this massive diesel tanker now. This is just going to be for bringing diesel to the farm. So this should save us a little bit of money in the long run. It's more about convenience, is the grand scheme of things. It's more about convenience. Yeah, that's really all it's going to be coming down to. I mean, it's 10 times the cost of what it cost me to lease something. Yeah, it's probably more about convenience. I don't really have a great storage plan for it yet. Let's just put this away for now. I don't know where I'm going to put that thing. I might even just leave it out over beside our compost machine for the time being. That might be the best bet, is just to leave it out here somewhere. Maybe in this little field right beside. and then we can just back it up against when we need it, because it's not gonna it's not gonna fill the whole thing. I think it'll fill more than the whole thing, I should say. Now the only problem is, of course, it doesn't come loaded. I wish it came fully fueled. Yeah, we got to go fill this thing up. Now, I'm hoping I can get a discount on some farm fuel on this, right? I mean, it's not for the farm equipment, but kind of is, so we should be able to get a discount, I think, on farm fuel. I have no idea. I wish we could. Alright, let's get going. A bit of a trek back into town, go to the fuel station. We'll see what we can get for prices on our fuel. We'll load this thing up and bring her back, fill up that compost machine. Man, it's so much mini work going on. All these little projects we got working on the farm right now. There's so many different sources of income coming in. It's great, but it seems like even when you have kind of the summer lull, when you're just kind of fertilizing right now and dealing with the small stuff on the farm, I mean, the main project is, of course, the cattle. Our cattle, we're always working on our cattle day in, day out. We've got to make sure they're fed, they have straw. There's always something going on there. And then now we've got, well, all our orchards. We've got our strawberries. We've got the lumber mill. Like, there's just always busy work to be done. It's good income. It's just a lot of constant work right now. And when it should be kind of quieter around the farm. Everything's just growing. We have to make sure it's fertilized and the weather stays. Start watching the forecast for harvest season. But everything else ends up being that it ends up being more work for us, unfortunately. But it's, like I said, good money. I can't complain. All right, this is going to cost us an arm and a leg to fill this tank, but you know what? This is going to save us in the long run, I'm sure. It's the really, really long run for us. This will probably last us almost a year. I hope that the fuel doesn't go bad. Put some stabilizer in here or something. And the funny thing is, it's not so much the cost, it's the fill time. This takes literally forever to fill up. We're at not even 1% yet, 700 liters. Yeah, this is going to take us a while, guys. Just sit back, relax. I'll be there in a bit. Alright, we're finally filled up. That seemed to take forever. Yeah, like $30,000 worth of fuel. That's just a little bit. I've never spent this much on fuel before. Alright, let's take this back to the farm. We'll unload into, well, how much can we unload? I think it only takes about 10,000 liters. Might take a bit more. We'll see. Hopefully it's 10,000. I'm not sure. But we can fit at least 10,000 in there. 9 trips, back and forth. You know what? I'd have to do the finances on all this to find out what the actual profits are, because the amount of money you're spending on fuel is kind of ridiculous. And then, as well, the amount of time it takes to move everything over, like it's good profits, but it's not as good as you think, because the amount of money you have to spend to get this stuff started up. We spent a lot of money to get this thing started up, but every day we're probably making back what we paid now for everything. So, oh, this is our turn right here. Oh man, brakes are definitely feeling that extra weight of that fuel right now. Right now, I'm so thankful we went with the Cat with the bigger engine. Man, if we would have gone with that Ford with that 350 horsepower to 325 horsepower, I think we would have been struggling to move this tanker around. This Cat ended up being such a good buy. Let's see if we can just go in the backside over here. We'll just pull in this way here. We've got everything kind of piled up in here right now. This manure is a mess. Need to get that. Need to work on that for a bit here. We'll have to start moving some more manure into our compost machine. Let's see if I can just back this right on in, and we'll fill this thing back up again right up the top. Now this is a little bit finicky. You've got to find a way to make sure that that back end is right nice and close, I find, with this. Otherwise we just don't have enough cable or enough hose to reach it. Perfect. That looks good. Alright, and there we go. Should be good to go. Let's start dropping that in. Perfect. We've got some fuel going into our compost machine. We're back in business there, and like I said, yeah, 10,000 liters, that's all it takes. I gotta find a place to store this thing. We can use it for fuel around the farm as well, I suppose. We do have a small fuel tank that's right attached to our barn, but it's only enough for like 2 tractors, so that's not a lot. I might be able to just stick it right here, right beside for now, because it's not going to be used. We can fill up from it directly if I need to, I suppose. I don't know where else I could really stick it. I mean, we could put it, I suppose we could probably go stick it into our barn in the annex right there, but just having it right beside this compost machine is probably the most convenient placement for it. Yeah, I would think that's got to be the best spot for us, for now at least. We'll just put it right there. Oh man, that's a long wheelbase on this thing. Holy, that's, I'm missing that corner by a mile. I'd like to have it like right up against there. without hitting our John Deere would be nice. Come on. Holy smokes. No, don't hit that. Oh no, I touched it. I hit her. Oh, it's the first dent in the new cat. Darn it. Alright, there we go. That's better. Put it right there for now. Oh, did I back in? I just touched the side of the curb. We're just a curb, we're okay. Just get it nice and tight up against the side of this compost machine is my goal. So we have enough space to get around everything else. You know what? That'll work perfect right there. Good. Awesome. Alright guys, so that's going to stay there for the time being. We go through that, I think we go through about a tank every 3 days or so. So it's going to take us quite a few days to go through all that fuel. Man. You know what? I hope it doesn't go bad. Alright, we've already got Mike's truck painted up. Look at this. So I said I was going to go black, but the guys managed to find a silver that matched for that tailgate. Perfect. That looks fantastic. Tailgate's matched to the truck. Not bad. We got a couple $1,000 off this truck just for having an off-color tailgate, and we managed to fix it up already without having to do the whole truck. That is awesome. Looks great. There's his old one. What do you guys think? That's pretty substantial difference. It's been about, what, 30-year difference between these two models? This is a 2019. I want to say this is an early 80s, maybe late 70s. I would say probably an 82 or an 83 would be my rough guess. But a pretty substantial difference. But I still love this truck. This is a fantastic truck. In fact, you know what? Let's take her for a spin. Let's head over to our strawberry greenhouse here. And from there, guys, we're almost ready. I've told the guys that I want to try and get a sale of strawberries just to give an idea what kind of value we're getting off of those. So we've been only working them for a day now. And I wanted to kind of get an idea what kind of price tag we're going to get for those. So tomorrow morning, we're going to be selling strawberries right off the bat. We'll see what we got over there already. So it's been one day's worth of work over here. Let's just pull on in. See what's going on. Oh, there's the 5 Series inside. They're working away. Alright, stop that there. Yeah, so we got some strawberries already out, it looks like. He's got the 5 Series working away. Nice. We've got, how many? What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pallets? 7 pallets of strawberries. Farm fresh strawberries. Look at that. So we'll see tomorrow what we're going to get for, well, this plus whatever we can grow tonight. See if we can pick a little more strawberries out, get some more pallets built, get everyone to work here, and hopefully we'll make some decent money off just the strawberries. We'll see if it's as profitable as the apples. The apples, while not extremely profitable, they make a ton of them. So I'm hoping that strawberries are the same, to be perfectly honest. I'm hoping. We'll see. Everything else over here is looking fantastic. Pretty excited about these little projects we got going on. Like I said, guys, it's a lot of extra little work, but it makes some decent money with it, so we're pretty happy with that. Cool. Anyways, guys, I think that's going to do it for our work day. It's 5 o'clock. I think it's time to go get some dinner. So, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, don't forget to drop a like. Of course, we're going to be selling some strawberries tomorrow, so make sure you subscribe to be up to date when that drops. And I will catch you guys next time. This is Klutch from County Line, over and out.